All right. Okay, so hello everyone. Welcome to Midwest Speed Fest 2020. I'll be your host for today, Focus Site. With me here, we have the wonderful Kiwami, if you want to introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, I'm Kiwami ZX. I'm mostly a Mega Man speedrunner, but I also enjoy Sonic games, and I'm gonna be doing the Sonic Bad Ending run. I'm gonna be also having the help of Regina CQ with the commentary. Since Sonic Mania is a very harsh game, this game, there's no much downtime in the runs, so there's not much way that I can talk and play at the same time, so I'm just gonna have Regina talking most of the time for me. Anyway, the timing for all the categories pretty much starts when you start from a fresh file. We gotta start from a fresh file, since with a fresh file we don't get, I think we don't get customization. If Focus can do a countdown for me.
More than happy to. Good luck, Kiwami, and thank you everyone who's donated so far. It's been amazing to see the support. Let's keep it going here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's go. So we are starting off with Green Hill, which is starting to become a staple in the Sonic franchise. Starting with, of course, Sonic Generations, Sonic 1, and Sonic Forces. But this level is pretty straightforward. Just going fast, use some momentum to move around. This flow is pretty fast. If you blink, you'll miss it. And we're up to the first boss, which is the two. How should I put it? They're kind of like
wrecking balls.
The first, wrecking balls. So yeah. And here are finished with Green Hill 1. So Green Hill 2 in this game introduced zip lines, and it's a pretty neat gimmick to add to Green Hill. It's pretty neat. We're also going to use the fire shield to pretty much get through this level pretty fast. So yeah. When we reach the boss, you're going to see a very familiar thing. It's the Death Egg from the Sonic 2, which is the Sonic 2 final boss, and we just defeat it really quickly. By just standing under it and just attacking it. But yeah, we're already done with the first level, which is Green Hill. So we're going over to the next level, which is Chemical Plant. Chemical Plant in this game is pretty similar to its original counterpart. It has in some elements of both Act 1 and Act 2 from the original game. So you're pretty much going to just see it being played, and Kiwami is going for a camera. She's now entering a pipe, which will lead her to an area here where she's going to do a very tricky jump. This jump is... and she missed it. But she's going to go for a backup, which is pretty neat. It's pretty neatly executed there. And we are going to be pretty much soon at the boss fight, which is going to be quite a bit of fun to watch, because what it does is it drop downs from the sky and takes a little bit of a swim in the chemicals below. So to defeat this boss, we usually this mini boss, we usually take damage boosting, like that.
Yeah, it's a pretty easy boss, speedrun wise.
Alright, so you're on to Chemical Plant Act 2, which we are going to get introduced to syringes and pretty much gelatin-like behavior from like some like pools of. I could say they are gelatin, pretty much. You're also going to see this, which is kind of like a DNA thing, which is pretty neat. It has a lot of neat features. This level is, however, having a very tight cycle that you need to hit. So we're gonna go as fast as we can to try and get and reach that cycle. However, if you're a cycle late, that's fine too. So should be no problems. But we want to aim for the fastest cycle possible. Which is pretty much, this game has a lot of like levels where there's fixed cycles, that's global, I believe. And this level is one of them. Nicely executed there.
Yeah, I think I might be able to get the early cycle.
Yeah.
I think I'm 2 seconds behind or something. No, that was pretty early.
Yeah, you got it. Pretty
nice.
spot on.
So those stairs, they are kind of the stairs of doom. If you arrive here later, you can get crushed by them. If you got a bad cycle. I got a really good cycle, I didn't get crushed. Yeah, now we have the true final boss of this game. Arkane is a master of wheels, so he might as well explain what is this.
Yeah, so this is the main portion of this game, or Puyo Puyo. If you have played games like Puyo Puyo Tetris, you pretty much know what this is. But if you don't, it's pretty much a game where you collect, or pretty much want to combo basically colors together and make sure that you build up so they fall onto other pieces where they fall. Usually, like the least amount of like players you can mix together is 4, and they will just pop. So just letting you all know that it's a pretty interesting way to reference an obscure title for the Sega Mega Drive, which is, of course, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
I got to a point that I don't know what I'm doing anymore, but it's fine.
You can do this.
Puyo is impossible, by the way. This is the hardest part of the game for me. Because you can go both ways. You can either go do like a 1 cycle Puyo, or you can just take 2 years to defeat Robotnik in this.
Yeah. Sometimes it's unfortunate and you can't really do anything about it.
Yeah, now we're back to the game.
Back to the main game, Zudiopolis. This level is pretty straightforward in terms of like execution. You're going to go for pretty much the speeches in the beginning of the level, and we're going to go for another set of speeches later on, and we're going to go for a landing shield, which we are going to keep over to that second act. The main reason we do this is because there's a certain skip you can do, and we wanna use that. The landing shield for that, so yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna lose my speed shoes too early here. I'll still be able to go for this route.
Yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate.
Oh. Just improvising right now, but... Anyway, now I have this boss. This boss is pretty much an auto-scroller, so it's a really good time to read some donations.
Alright, more than happy to. We do have... Push to talk I'm still not used to, my apologies. We do have quite a few donations. We've already had a lot come in. We're already at $303, everyone. That's incredible. So I'll start with, we have $10 from Deathline, who says, "Go MWSF." Definitely got to see that Half-Life Alyx run. We got $50 from Classic Ragu, who says just simply monkey, which, you know, good comment, I would say. And we have Yondu Poppins, y'all, with $25 saying Half-Life Alyx needs to happen at our little marathon in the Midwest. Let's make it happen. Also, shoutouts to Pesto. Yeah, we have quite a lot of oops, sorry. There's a few incentives I want to quickly shout out before we finish up this boss here, and that is we've already met actually the major goal for Icy the next run, which is upgrade run to all bosses. So you're gonna need to do all the bosses in Icy. The one thing we don't have yet in Icy is any donations for the bid war for the narration language. You can choose between Chinese, English, or Japanese for the narration language. All of them are currently at $0. I'm going to shout out myself for Chinese, having just done Chinese homework before this stream, so I'll take it.
Alright, we're almost finishing the boss. So this boss fight is kind of RNG based. The best RNG we could have got was the missiles on the top, because they are the fastest one. Middle is low, and bottom is the slowest. So yeah, I got kind of lucky there, but that's nothing that we can control.
So we are closing up on the second act right now, which the second act is pretty much like we want to stay up on the top route for a bit and so go into the middle route. Okay. We also don't want to lose our shield, and that's unfortunate.
Don't mind it, I just practiced how to do the stage shieldless. Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. So there is a backup shield in this level which we are going to grab, but yeah, we are having pretty much to go this route instead of going a different route, so that's fine.
Yeah, it happens. I was too greedy against that enemy and I lost the shield because of that. No big deal.
So the lightning shield is very useful for this level's boss fight, which is pretty much a weather machine, kind of.
Yeah,
and
it's weather machine. Oh, alright. That was unfortunate. I'm gonna, you know, there's a alternative route that if you missed it. Yeah, this stage can be pretty brutal sometimes, because those bumpers are based on a global cycle. So if you don't get a good cycle on them, you're just gonna bump into them and lose time.
Yeah. Whatever you do here, don't fall down, or you will roll.
Yeah,
and that will
we don't want to get the fire shoot. As much as I love the fire shoot, I really don't want to get it. Because you're gonna mess up this quick kill.
This boss fight is usually RNG, but we are not going to see the RNG aspect because we have the lightning shield, which basically causes us to be able to do a double jump. So yeah, we are already finished, and we are going to move on to the next level, which is being announced right now. Flying Battery. Flying Battery is also pretty much a quick stage for when you're not grabbing holes or doing stuff, but this level has also a very tight cycle to hit. So we're gonna grab the fire shield and we're gonna do a leap of faith, and we got the leap of faith. So we wanna hit a cycle that is 49 seconds into the stage, which basically makes us being able to walk on the roof at the end of the entire segment that we're going to see coming up real soon. And we got it, we got the cycle. That cycle can be very tough, especially if you're new to the game. I struggle with it a lot, even now, still. Even though I haven't ran Sonic Mania now since last year, but
Yeah,
it's
when
been
I,
a game.
first started learning this game, I remember that I used to get like a 1-9 cycle. It was the fastest that I could get, and now I'm just getting 49s every time.
Yeah, this level is very difficult. It's also where most runners reset. It's the most reset heavy stage.
Yeah, you know, it's a really cool stage to watch when everything goes well. But a lot of bad stuff can happen in this stage.
And we're off to Act 2, which is also kind of in that realm of very reset heavy. But we're gonna be fine. We are gonna be just fine going through this level, just having Sonic go through everything. So we're seeing here a little bit of a gimmick from Wacky Workbench in Sonic CD with these like kind of spike balls that emit electricity. And Kiwami, she went for basically using trick there, which is very difficult to pull off.
Did you saw that? What happened now? Alright, how did I die? I would just... I don't know what happened there, but I got saved by something.
That's really weird.
That was something.
Yeah, normally that would just crush us, but we didn't get crushed.
Every
so
Sonic game, you know, there's so many ways to die, to get crushed in some really weird ways in Sonic games that I'm just surprised that I didn't got crushed. Alright, I did it. Got the jump here. I'm gonna just wait for a bit.
Alright, so we're on to this boss, which, if you're afraid of spiders, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this boss.
But we are going to defeat this spider using our environment, pretty much, as we cannot damage it directly using just our normal attacks. Are we going to get that? We are gonna have to use spin dash straps right there.
Nah, it's fine.
And that's fine. That's still pretty good though, but preferably we want to get all the swings done before that final spikes.
Yeah, we don't want to see those spikes.
Yeah. So we're off to Press Garden, which is Dr. Robotnik's press for propaganda in Sonic's world. And I think that he's trying to make Sonic look like a bad guy in this. That's what I'm thinking, at least, that he's trying to do. But we all know that Sonic is a good guy. So yeah.
Close.
Yeah, that was really close. That cycle was like not having it though.
Yeah. It's pretty hard to get the first cycle off the ladders. So if I was able to get it, it would be nice.
This level is pretty technical as well, so like if you can keep being on a good cycle, that's everything you need really in this level. In this level we also have conveyor belts that pretty much bounce you around or pretty much yeah, like give you extra speed when you touch them. So Kiwami, she's going to now get a spin dash jump here, which is to attempt to get to this one before actually getting there. And she's using the that conveyor bounce. That is pretty tricky to get.
Yeah, and that part that I missed, I tried to like swap the paths mid-air. That's very tricky to do. So yeah, now coming up next, I wanna pay attention to the in-game sound because I'm gonna do a quick cue using a audio cue. Alright, got it.
Nice.
So yeah, normally this boss,
So-
you want him to break the box in the middle, but you can, if you do a spin dash there, you can go down the box that he already braked and use the box in the left as intended.
Yeah. So we are off to Press Garden 2, which is pretty much our like snow level, and in this level we introduced to a gimmick that's not been seen before in a Sonic game, I believe, but pretty much you're getting stuck in ice, and you're using the ice pretty much to move around. However, we are going to skip that gimmick and just use the fire shield and ruin everything that this level has to oppose a threat to us. Which is the ice. And we're just gonna do kind of this route.
Oh, okay, that's not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
So
Getting
I grabbed
the shield
invincibility.
here is not good.
So if you grab an invincibility, you cannot use your shoot powers. That means we're just gonna have to sit here and wait for it to.
Do we have a donation while we wait?
Yeah.
Sure, I can say the donation I put in, which was $8 specifically for the Chinese language reward in Icy. I submitted $8 because this number is considered good luck in Chinese culture, so that's why I'm doing this. In the meantime, though, I'll just give a quick shout out to a few other things. There's one big thing that we've gotten. This convention, Midwest Speed Fest, works with every summer. 2D Con has partnered with the Yeti, I don't know how to pronounce their name, to sell some awesome shirts, including a Midwest Speed Fest 2020 shirt. The shirt costs $20 US, and a quarter of your purchase will go to support Able Gamers. If you're interested, type !shirt in chat.
Alright, so what we just saw was Heavy Shinobi. Heavy Shinobi is tricky, but if you have the fire shield, there is a risk to be soft locked. But yeah. That we did actually avoid though, but we are currently in Stardust Speedway, which is one of the faster levels. It has some really chill music, probably the best song in the game, I'd say. That's from that we have seen so far. But this level is pretty straightforward. It has some technical aspects to it. There's some things you need to be careful about, and it has a few cycles. This game has a lot of routes, and this level in particular has quite a bit of routes.
Yeah, that's why I'm questioning myself right now. I really don't know which route I am. And, well, I think I found my way, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this stage is a really huge labyrinth. If you miss something, here it's just really hard to back it up. So now I have the final boss from Sonic CD.
Yeah. These light bugs are a little bit easier than in Sonic CD though. What we are referencing is the fact that this level was in Sonic CD, but these bugs was not in Stardust Speedway that we are referring to. They were in a different level.
You know, I'm just gonna let this cutscene play because I really love this. Let's just let it go. It's just a wonderful cutscene. Let's time travel.
So we're in Stardust Speedway Act 2. Stardust Speedway Act 2 is pretty much going to be what we call a bitrate killer because it has a lot of lights around and we're going really fast. So yeah, this level is very fast.
Yeah, it is.
So Kiwami, she's going to set up for a difficult jump here.
First try.
She got it. First try. Nice. That jump is very difficult.
Yeah, we used to call this the death jump because you either get it or you either miss it, you get it, or you die. One of those three things can happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, now we have the small race against Metal Sonic, which, you know, there's not much to talk about. So we can read a couple of donations.
We can definitely do donations.
Alright, sure. We just actually got a $100 donation, anonymous user, but they said Midwest represent. Thank you so much for this. While there aren't any donations, more donations at this time, I would like to shout out a few more bid wars coming up. Super Monkey Ball Deluxe and Super Monkey Ball 2, run by Helix, they have the choice of their monkey between Ai, Baby, Gong Gong, and Mimi, all of which currently are at $0, but alongside that, there's also a goal for Super Monkey Ball 2 Bonus Master Zero Bananas Run, currently at $50 of 80, as well as the choice to use an input display in Super Monkey Ball Deluxe and Super Monkey Ball 2, currently at $0 of 80, both of those coming right up, but also coming right up is Xenogunner, which is Play the Rules of the Game bonus level. Currently sitting at 0 of its $60 goal. If we can get some more donations for those, that would be amazing. And really quickly, I'm also going to shout out MWSF2020 is being restreamed in French by our friends over at Baguette Restream. They've been working with us with many marathons in a row, and we always appreciate their support. If you speak French, you can find their French restream at twitch.tv/baguette_restream.
Alright. This is the Metal Sonic High boss fight, which happens after you fight the Silver Sonics. Basically, the Phantom Ruby has made Metal Sonic into an amalgamation of probably those Silver Sonics that were never used.
And also, if you played this game in the past and you're not recognizing this boss fight, that's most likely that you play the version of the game before the in-core update. This boss fight is different if you played the game before the DLC.
Yeah. And I really like the new boss fight. The new
it's much
Encore
better
boss fight.
than the pre-DLC boss fight, to be honest.
Yeah. They're currently on Hydro City Act 1, which is pretty much like just going fast. There's no checkpoints here, so we are going to try to not die, as dying here is very detrimental. But this level is pretty relaxing. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of water units. We're also having our first water shield appearance in the game, pretty much, and or only, unfortunately, which is sad because that's Kiwami's favorite.
Yeah, this is my favorite.
It's her favorite
shield.
But yeah, we are closing up to the boss fight, which is kind of funny. I'm gonna explain it when we see it, of course, but in this game, they're kind of switching the roles between not only Act 1 and Act 2, but also between the characters. Like, there's some gimmicks in this level that we never saw properly, like the gondolas, because we just skipped past them. But they are a pretty fun addition to the game, and I think Eggman just switched roles with Sonic here, which is funny because Eggman, we get to take you up now into the deep end.
What I'm doing now.
But yeah,
I just want to be a little bit safe, because if I do get hit by those bombs, I'm gonna lose my shield. So I don't want to lose the shield. Oh,
yeah.
That was unlucky. So the best RNG we can get in this boss fight is the one that he goes to the right. If he goes to the left, we gotta go all the way to the right after defeating the boss. That's not the RNG we want. Oops, I rolled instead of just going to the left.
So we are off to the first level that I can say has the best music in the game. I really like Hades Act's music. It's very well done here as well in Sonic Mania. T-Lab did a really good job.
Yeah, big shout outs to T-Lobs, man. He's a wonderful musician. Like, he knows what he was doing on track of this game. I mean, everyone that did Sonic Mania, they knew what they were doing with this game. It's a wonderful game. You know, if you didn't play Sonic Mania yet, I highly recommend you playing this game. This game is so fun.
But yeah, it's a love letter to classic Sonic fans. But we are now having a skip that we are setting up, which basically is kind of funny because we can respawn these sharks, and we're gonna do a skip where we literally bounce on them all the way to the other side of this area, which will skip quite a significant chunk of the level. So you don't have to go down into the water and up again. It's a pretty cool skip. And it's pretty easy to set up.
It's called the jump skip. It's a pretty interesting skip. It took me a while to learn it, but it's not really that hard to set up when you get it. It's pretty consistent as well.
Yeah. And she went for the bubble bounce clip, which is nice. I wouldn't even say that it's a clip, it's more so like that we are not like deloading the solidity thing by jumping at a certain time spot. But we are off to this boss, which is kind of auto-scrolling, but we are going to just like explain this is like a boss that is RNG heavy. We don't want to see spikes in the tunnels, but if you have any donations, now would be a good time.
We definitely have some donations there because we currently have a bit of a broken issue with our donation tracker on stream. Don't worry about it. Everyone seems to love the number 18 now because that's all the donations we seem to be having, but trust me, we're at much more than that. We've already broken $500, currently at $549. There's an $18 donation from Seriously Surly. Someone said $18 donation train. Who am I to disagree? There is another $100 from Anonymous saying much love to the Twin Cities. There is another $18 donation. So if you want to keep the $18 donation train going, feel free to donate. We have Base Driven, I believe that's how their name's pronounced, $18 because the counter keeps going there. Can we get an $18 train? And we have a single dollar donation from Tempest Mask 1000 saying, "Good afternoon, Midwest Speed Fest. Hey, Focus. First time watcher, first time donator. But I'm sure some of you might know who I am. That said, I'm ready for another marathon, and I hope you all are too. All $412 is a great start. I'm going to make a small challenge early in this event. I'm calling for a $1 donation train once we get to Metallic Madness. If not, it's all good. I'll put this dollar towards Half-Life Alyx."
Yeah, this like cutscene is not skippable, so yeah, that's unfortunate. But we are on
we're
to
gonna stay on the right so we can go faster.
Yeah. So Kiwami, she's currently Mirage 1, which is a big auto-scroller where you're not playing. The main thing about this is that this is a reference to Sonic 2's Sky Chase. So if you have more donations or something that you want to do,
I sense this would happen. Don't worry, I sense this would happen. Let's go auto-scrollers. That's always a good thing in a classic Sonic game. While we don't have any more donations at the moment, I do have something else I'd like to mention. We've actually already hit another goal for later this day. If you've ever wanted to play, you know, a sci-fi sort of fantasy game, but ever want to, you know, save a random American foodstuffs, we've already hit it. So we've already hit Save the Hot Dogs in Final Fantasy VIII. So thank you to those who are donating. We're currently more than halfway to our bonus run of Half-Life Alyx, any % no spin by buffet time, can't speak. And yeah, it's going pretty well. But just for those of you who are just tuning in to Midwest Speed Fest, we are raising money in support of Able Gamers. Able Gamers gives people with disabilities custom gaming controllers and special assistive technology, like devices that let you play with your eyes so they can have fun with their friends and family. They are also a registered 501c nonprofit, so if you live in the United States, your donations are tax deductible. Additionally, your employer may match your donation. To donate, go to speedrun.com/MWSF2020/donate, or simply type !donate in the chat. You can also apply your donation to various bid awards and incentives, as I've mentioned. To learn more about Able Gamers, go to ablegamers.org. A few other things while we're still here in the fun plane land. One cool fact that I actually know about this, Mirage Saloon is based off the unused level in Sonic 2, isn't that correct? One of the unused stages in Sonic 2? Yeah, from the beta, and it's always interesting to see how much of a love letter Sonic Mania really is to classic Sonic fans as a whole, so... Thank you so much, Kiwami, and thank you so much, Arcania, for commentating. You guys are doing amazing.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yeah, I'm happy to be able to run this. Actually, this is kind of my first time running Mania on a marathon. I already run Sonic CD on marathons before, but Mania is kind of my first time, so I'm happy that I'm kind of being able to do a good run here. So now I have this boss. The RNG that we want is the one that he goes back and forth. He's only going back. That's not a good RNG. This one is good. So every time he does the attacks, it's gonna reset the pattern. And this is the slowest one. You guys can see he goes all the way to the right and then go back. That's kind of lucky. Imagine having to face an entire outer scroller just to lose time to the boss.
So we are on Mirage Saloon Act 2. This level is more so a traditional Sonic level, so we are going to see pretty much movement. We're gonna see things like guns being introduced in this stage. The guns are non-lethal, they're just shooting hedgehogs, or foxes, or echidnas, or squirrels, or armadillos. So, yeah, pretty much they are safe. They're just for getting Sonic faster around. Since this game also has 5 playable characters, we have Sonic, of course, Tails and Knuckles, the main trio. We also have Ray and Mighty the Armadillo. Ray is a flying squirrel, so those 2 characters are from a lost game called Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, and we have another reference to obscure characters in this boss fight. So if anyone has played Sonic the Fighters, you probably recognize these as Find the Sniper, Spark the Beam, and I don't really remember his name right now.
I believe it's the yellow polar bear you're thinking of, right?
Yeah.
Is it Buck? I'm trying to remember for you and I can't.
But yeah. But pretty much what we want to do in this boss fight is we want to do a double hit after the 2-second pretty much fight, which will instantly not give us an extra pattern of like Find the Sniper. So we're off to Oil Ocean Act 1. This level is very much like what it says on the tin. It's basically an oil ocean. This is an oil plant, pretty much. And in this level, fire shields in this game actually do affect pretty much the environment, depending. So we are going to see a lot of fire being in places, like in slides or
This is Multi-Tour on the bottom route. big deal. Okay. Yeah, I have a problem with this stage. I never can get my fire shoot to the end of the level for some reason. It's a curse that I have. And now I have Bob the Builder, which he doesn't do anything. He just throws his range. He can go to the background and do something, but somebody told me about that and was, nah, he don't do that. He's a good guy. Just here to fix things. You know, technically we are the bad guys in that level because, you know, the robot's not doing anything. It's just fixing his things and you're just there.
Yeah, sometimes like physics is weird in this game, and that was one of those effects of physics being a little bit weird. Because we shouldn't be allowed to do that, but it still lets us do that, so... Yeah.
Well, it's not a glitch, it's a feature.
Exactly. A lot of Sonic games from the classic era was based on physics, and yeah, this game is also very much so.
Yeah, I lost my fire shield, so that's something that can happen. And losing the fire shield here means that I'm gonna have a kinda weird time facing the boss, but I'm gonna do my best to not do something bad there.
Yeah, the Oil Ocean boss fight is very tough, because we're gonna see a big octopus.
Yeah, how many hits it was? It was 4?
Yeah, that was 4 hits.
Yeah, the biggest number of hits that you can do to this boss is 5. At least my personal record of hits is 5. I don't know if you can do much more than that. Alright, I'm gonna be really careful here to not zip into the blocks. There's a weird glitch. It can happen sometimes. I saw it happen to a lot of runners. And it also happened to me 3 times already. You can zip inside those platforms while they are rising. And that means you're gonna have to do the whole boss fight again. So no, we don't want that, so I just kinda wait before the platforms go up.
So we are gonna have La Reef here, which is my favorite track in this game, pretty much. Of all of the non-new stages, all of the ones from previous games, because I really love La Reef and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. I really love it here as well. But yeah, pretty much this level is very much going to be like, you're gonna have a lot of close call moments here, which can go wrong, but that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen at all. Gizmo is also...
That's fine.
Gizmo have... Yeah. Gizmo have a lot of things which can pretty much make you go fast, and it also has a lot of dangers, but we are mitigating that by using the fire shield. This level is mainly based around lava and fire, so yeah. Kiwami is now going to try and go for a very jump, which is going to get a few of the stairs.
Yeah, unfortunately I didn't get it. This is also called the 1000 stair jump by Clips himself.
Yeah.
He's also a Mania runner. And
Circus is a very good Sonic Mania runner.
Fortunately, we didn't get the 1000, we only got the... I don't know how many stars we got, but it was not the 1000, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. We are off to the boss fight, and I assume that Kiwami, she's going to do a thing at the end of this transition.
Yes.
So
Before that, we save the flame shoot for here because we can mitigate the lava that the boss gets, and we can do early hits on him and the boss. And I missed a hit. Oh, okay. That's not what.
Yeah, sometimes that can happen.
Alright, that's not good.
Basically, we want to avoid. We want to just hit him from underneath.
Yeah, we can pretty much two-cycle him, but alright, no. So now I'm gonna do some kind of glitch, which is called the Lava Reef After Dark. I'm gonna press start as soon as the screen gets black. Wait, okay, I think it was too early. Yeah, too early. Ah.
Yeah, we got too early.
I went too early.
That's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate. So what I was trying to do is a glitch that makes the whole stage get darker, which is a pretty cool glitch.
It's a cool visual glitch, and
yeah, it's a cool glitch and makes it really hard for you to navigate in this stage. But you know, just for the marathon, I tried to go further. It was too early.
it's a pretty cool glitch though to showcase. It has a lot of like cool things like that to like show up. It's pretty neat, really.
Okay. I was afraid of the rocks, so I got back.
So that's unfortunate.
Ah, it's fine though. I know the route.
Yeah. It's good to know you're back up. So what we were meant to do there is we were meant to grab the lightning shield to go up here, but now we're using the fire shield instead. Because she got unlucky.
Yeah, I got
unlucky.
the springy spring for some reason. It can happen sometimes. Hit the spring without wanting to, and it just leads you here.
Yeah. So, before we enter the boss fight, is there any shoutouts or donations? Please feel free to give one or two.
We do have a few. We do have. I'll go through two. Both have the same basic comment, just with a different number of O's. So we have Rillabelle, $18. Obviously, the donation train for $18, saying choo choo, and we have Sex Rex with the same comment but shorter, so I have to say it choo choo. Obviously, $18 as well. So thank you so much, everyone, for donating. We are actually at $629, and we are very close to several different goals. The most apparent one coming up close is Xenogunner, play the rules of the game. Currently sitting at $18 to $60. If we can get that done, runs in about an hour, and we want to help Treya with their playing through the basic tutorial stage for fun, sort of thing.
So, to give some context, this boss fight was Heavy Rider. Heavy Rider is having, she's having her like car or her motorbike. It's named Jimmy after someone that tragically died. That was from the Sonic community a while ago, and that's a reference to someone that did a pretty cool project where he changed out a sprite of Sonic with a motorbike in a form of a mod for Sonic the Hedgehog 1 on the Sega Genesis.
That's not good.
We are on to Metallic Madness, and what we're currently seeing here is we are actually in the background.
Yeah, and that's not the intended route for this stage, actually. I fell off the route and I'm just paying the price doing that.
Yeah.
I really don't know where I'm going right now. I should be going somewhere. Alright, that's the place that we want to be. So yeah, that's the problem about Metallic Madness 1 and 2. Is these stages have some really They have a lot of routes that you can go for, and
Yeah.
the top route is the fastest route, but sometimes you can fail up the top route.
Yeah, this level pretty much has this gimmick, and it's a pretty neat gimmick. It's a very lovely gimmick.
Yeah, I just got the bottom route because I wanted to show everyone this gimmick, honestly. Alright, this boss, I missed a hit. So this boss fight is also RNG. You don't want the pillars to be too fast from one another. Like that, so I usually pause the buffer to get them because you only lose like 2 seconds by pause buffering. It's more optimal to pause buffer instead of just trying to predict. And the thing is, this boss fight is a reference to Sonic 1. If you guys play Sonic 1, this is the final boss, but it's not really the final boss. It's a little bit easier than it was in Sonic 1. So now we're just gonna count to 4, and we're gonna have Eggman on the 4th pillar. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, and then 4, and goodbye, Eggman.
Yeah, that was a pretty nice boss.
Yeah, I missed the first hit, but the rest was pretty good.
Yeah. So you got Metallic Man aside too. This level is where we see a gimmick which is returning from Sonic CD, and it's also one of my favorite gimmicks. Which is not this gimmick, but really this gimmick. So Sonic turns into a little mini version of himself. They call him the Shield Sonic, or Mini Sonic, or Baby Sonic. There's a lot of names for this Sonic. But we can all agree that that's a cute Sonic. So, pretty much you're going to swap between being big and small.
Oh,
And
oh, sorry, my phone was just... Let's just pretend that didn't happen. I don't know if anyone could hear my phone. Sorry about that.
I can hear.
Yeah, no, you were fine. You were fine. Don't worry.
Alright. Because it was literally on the side of the microphone for some reason. So sorry about that. Alright, that was a good jump. So yeah, this stage has another global site, which are those platforms. So yeah, we got a really good one. Oh, wait, why am I just hitting out of nowhere?
So, you know in Sonic 3's bonus stages before, this is the one that probably people remember that did just Sonic 3 alone and not the Sonic and Knuckles. Which is pretty much a gumball machine, but in here we have like more of a toy machine of Eggman's past robots.
You know, this
from
boss
Sonic.
fight makes me really wonder, man. Christian Whitehead, he's a wizard. You know, he was able to transform a bonus stage mechanic into a boss fight. Like, this is so neat.
Yeah. Like, the fact that the bosses also is from... One is from Sonic 2 and one is from Sonic 1 is making me very happy with that. And then you also have the Amy dolls, which... Yeah, let's not talk about those. They're just creepy. But we're off to the final level of this game, which is Titanic Monarch. This is a very ominous stage, I would say. It sets a very ominous mood to the rest of the game, pretty much. So just let you know that this is indeed the final level.
Yeah. The interesting thing about this stage is that it could easily be a Knuckles chaotic stage. If this was a Knuckles chaotic stage, I wouldn't really complain about it because it really looks like one.
The main thing with that is that this level is, instead of being like a normal like go left to right, this is go down to up. It's a vertical level. which is kind of rare in a normal Sonic game. But this, for sure, is more vertical of a level than any of the prior Sonic games, besides the Knuckles Chaotix, because Knuckles Chaotix is a very vertical game as well. But it's a really good game. I really recommend you play it. But yeah, this level features a lot of mechanics from special stages again, with these orbs that are pretty much electrical bulbs, and they're kind of similar to those in Sonic 3 and Knuckles special stage, where you go for them and try and go to the top while grabbing some items that you might need, like lives or rings or shields. But yeah, it's a fun little thing that is in this game. And I'm really happy that they actually managed to bring it into an actual normal stage. So what we're doing here right now is we're grabbing the lightning, not the lightning shield, we're grabbing the invincibility shield, just to make sure that we can do a climb, and if we cannot get the climb well, we'll be having some issues down the line. But I think she got it? Ah, that's so close.
Yeah, 2 seconds. Oh yeah, this is RNG, the boss. Without the shield, we want him to go down. This boss fight is pretty much an elevator. If he doesn't go down, you're gonna lose a couple hits. Oh yeah, thank god he went down. Alright, it's fine.
Yeah, we are off to the next level, which is the final level. This level is very thought out. We have a strict route to go through, which is top left, bottom right, and top right. This is to make sure that we keep the lightning shield all the way through the game, for the rest of the game, after the bottom left route. Because this level is very much like so. There is a skip you can do in this level, which is pretty much a clip into a wall, but it's so difficult that almost no runners go for it, besides those who are on the top.
Yeah.
3.
There's something called the TM2 skip, which is a frame perfect skip you can do. That you can basically skip two of the challenges of this level. It saves around 2 minutes, and it's not worth going
It's
for.
just painful.
Yeah, it's not.
It's just painful.
Yeah, it's just painful. There's no reason to go for it. Yeah, now we have the RNG damage card. This card can either damage you or it cannot damage you sometimes. It's pretty much RNG.
Yeah, it's just weird how it works.
Okay, and for the backup.
Yeah, this level is a pretty much a maze-like type of feel. But it gives us some challenges to deal with. And you're going to see a lot of movement strats here that are like walking on roofs to get somewhere, or pretty much jumping at a correct time frame to just get the most optimal way to get to an exit. If you have one donation, that will be fine right now.
Sure, I can do that. I have one from one of the upcoming runners, Treya, who says, "It's Treya here. See you at Xenogunner." Pew pew. They have again, I've mentioned the incentive they have for Xenogunner, play the rules of the game bonus level. We are still at 18 of $60. That run comes up in 2 runs time, so if we can get that fulfilled by then, that would be amazing. The bonus run for Half-Life Alyx is also at $105 of 150, less than a third of the way to go. So let's get donating and supporting able gamers for these wonderful, wonderful runs.
Yeah, support able gamers. They're doing a great job. We're off to the final room in this game, and this is usually always final room, no matter what type of run you're doing. If you're doing the skip or not, this is still the final room that you enter. But we are not gonna enter that room, so... Ooh, that was close.
Yeah.
But yeah, we are on to the final boss. That was not a bad stage at all.
Yeah, not bad
But
at
we're
all.
on to the final boss.
So yeah, the final boss, what I want to do is do 4 hits per cycle on Eggman. That way we only see one special thing in the fight. Because every 2 cycles, Eggman is going to summon one of his hardened boy heavies. So they're gonna fight us in the illusion world. And we don't want that because it loses time. So yeah, that's the first cycle. And that's, you know, if I do everything correctly here, it's going to be the only cycle we're going to see here.
Yeah, hopefully.
That was good enough.
This boss is very nerve-wracking.
So yeah, time is coming up as soon as I deal the final hit, which is now.
There is not time.
Time.
Alright, congrats. I'm still getting the time on my end because the RTMP doesn't have the time on it, but it seems like you've gotten at least below an hour and 1 minute, what I can tell. Well ahead of estimate, which is great to see. You have a 1:00:36 on the stream end. So very much congrats. That was an excellent opener to this event. So glad that we could get you guys to do this. You two work really well together as commentators.
Yeah. We kind of practice a little bit. I've been practicing
maybe a little
for a
bit.
while. Like I've been consistent at beating the game under an hour, but it's on marathons setups. It's just sometimes it can be tricky to get the game under an hour.
No, but that was really good. Genuinely, really good. You guys should both be proud. Please make sure to support and follow Kiwami. She is an excellent Sonic Mania and also a lot of the Mega Man games. Shoutouts to Mega Man ZX. Very few people run that, and I'm so happy to see someone run that game. Arcania, thank you so much for commentating. You've done a wonderful job. And yeah, it's been really fascinating to see Mania. Technically, I didn't want to spoil myself on the game, but this run was so hyped that I was just like, it's fine, I'll watch it through.
Yeah, I'm happy that I was able to showcase the game on the Midwest. You know, thanks everyone for watching the event, for supporting. You know, this is just the beginning of the event, so make sure to keep watching. There's more wonderful runners coming up. And you know, I hope everyone have a good day and a good marathon. And thanks Arcania as well for helping with commentary and also Focus for hosting and everyone involved into the organization of the event.
If you don't mind me interrupting you really quickly, we just got a $200 donation from Tony Ogbot, who says Pringles for our Pringle parent, which is insane. That means we're already at $800 at the end of your run, which is almost 20% of the goal. So please give it up for Kiwami, ZX, and Arcania here. You guys have done excellently.